Okay, I'm here with New Hampshire State Representative John Huff of Goffstown, which is near St. Anselm College, where a lot of stuff will be going on later this year, who's here at the National Republican Leadership Conference. John, a lot of candidates, a lot of big names coming through this year.
There is a lot of candidates, huge names.
And an awful lot more of press. Last year I had plenty of room. This year, couldn't find a spot in the press room. You can't. Don't know what it's harder to not trip over, a candidate or a press person.
Well, it is hard to, yes, they're both here in huge numbers, and it's pretty exciting. Unbelievable the amount of people that are here. And
do people seem rather, you was talking about the excitement, it seems to me that people are just incredibly excited about this election, the large field. Our bench seems to be deeper than the Patriots bench or the Celtics of the 80s.
It is. What I'm really excited about is I'm seeing a lot of old faces that I've seen. They're not old faces, but faces from the past.
Well, I have an old face.
Yeah, but I'm also seeing a lot of young people, and I'm going, wow, something's going to happen this time.
Now,
because normally you don't see the younger crowd. You see a few, but you're seeing a lot of them.
Now, as a state representative,
yes,
your endorsement is probably one of the most sought after. There's only so many state representatives in New Hampshire, and there's only so many Republicans.
Yeah.
And you must be being buttonholed by an awful lot of candidates and their representatives. Has that started yet?
Yes, it has. Yeah, I've been called, I'm guessing 5 or 6 of them have called me for endorsement.
And you expect to hear from several more, I imagine.
Oh, I would imagine as the field tightens up or even expands, I'll be getting more calls.
Now, as a person who is sought after for an endorsement, which it's got to be feel good for a state rep, especially in a state where a state like New Hampshire, which is so intimate. What do you want to hear from candidates that would impress you?
Well, I'm one of the most conservative reps in the state house.
Oh, I like that.
So, I was voted number 2 most conservative state rep last term. I am current right now the most conservative state rep according to the House Republican Alliance. I want to hear about how conservative they're going to be. And then also on the Second Amendment, because I do believe in the Second Amendment rights that we have. I want to make sure that they're pro-gun.
Now, are there any, since before we end the interview, naturally we're talking about national issues, but as a state rep, are there any New Hampshire state issues that you would like to educate the people nationally about that are worth talking about, that you want to bring up?
Well, that we're the live free or die state, and everybody should practice it. We don't have a seatbelt law for a reason, because we don't want the government to tell us what to do, and we're the only state in the nation that doesn't have one.
Well, John, thank you so much for your time. And if people want to find out more, do you have a website where people contact you?
Well, the best place to find me is on Facebook, and it's John Burt in Goffstown, B-U-R-T, or burtnh.com, and that's B-U-R-T-N-H like New Hampshire.com is my web.
Mr. Representative Burt, thank you so much for your time, and I expect to see you in St. Anselm when the politicians start rolling in over there.
Oh, I'm sure I'll be over there. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.